What is up, everybody? Welcome back to High School Never Ends, a pop punk dad podcast. I am Wingman Steve.
And I'm Chris 183.
We are here on the road to Four Chord Music Festival. That's our theme all month. We are hyping up Four Chord, a festival that we will be attending. And we talked to the man who created the whole thing, Rishi, last week. And we have a great show lined up for you here. We have the OG boys from Southern California together again on High School Never Ends. Well, together on this show for the first time, but together again, in general. Adam and John from Homegrown. What's up, boys?
What's going on, guys?
Yo. Good to be back.
Man, I'm still in high school. What are you guys talking about?
It never ends. That's the theme. That's our show name. It's a great Bowling for Soup song. It certainly fits. How has everything been going? I just saw you guys live a couple of weeks ago. It was fantastic. We'll talk about it. John, I have to ask you, you were a little concerned about your stamina and your back holding up for the entire show. How have you been doing in your recovery?
Oh, it's terrible. I'm still hurt. I'm turning 50 in like 144 days. I have a little calendar countdown in my work. So 144 days, I'll be catching up to Adam.
Ooh.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, nice dig, bro. Nice dig.
Now, unfortunately, I did not get a chance to come to that show, even though I was in Southern California with Steve that time, but I did have to come up early. So I am really looking forward to seeing you guys a little bit later. Let's say late summer, early fall in September at the Four Chord Music Festival. It is something I'm definitely looking forward to because I've never seen you guys before. So this is going to be awesome.
Yeah, it'll be good. We'll be on your toast. It'll be nice.
Yeah.
Keep your standards low because you won't be disappointed.
That is completely false. I'm telling you, I was at another show, a local show here in Philly, a couple of days ago, and I was wearing my Homegrown t-shirt, and I got stopped in the crowd, and people are so excited that you guys are playing again together. And I mean, I'm excited. Adam, we spoke. We like accosted you for like 2.5 hours and asked you all the homegrown questions. But things have changed now. We're playing music again together. Not we, like me and Chris, but you guys.
Yeah.
How did this kind of come about? Chris and I both just read the Markopis book, so they talk about how their band kind of separated, came back together. I don't know if there's a story, if it's public or not, but I was just kind of curious. How did this all come about?
John, tell him.
Well, Adam started poking me around like 2023, and was like, "Hey, you want to start playing again?" And I was like, this is like probably like the end of the year, so I was like, "No, we'll talk about it next year." And then all of a sudden we started getting offers from something corporate and Starting Line. And they're like, "Hey, we're doing a run on the West Coast and we'll love for you guys to join up if you guys want to be part of it." And, at first I was kind of shooting it down. I'm like, I don't know, man, it has to be like the right thing, And then the Starting Line hit us up and was like, "Okay, we'll pay you guys this much." And then that's when we said, "All right, guys, let's all meet up."
So it was a fully monetary decision. Thank you for your honesty.
Yeah, I mean, just to get all four of us on the same page, like it had to take a lot. Like it has been at that moment was like 19 years of not being in the same room, like playing music together. So it's like we had to go get over our whatever we had with each other, and we're all grown men and adults and came to the table and just told us what we needed from the band, and we were able to meet in the middle, and here we are.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Adam.
Well, no, I was going to say the Starting Line show really jump-started things, I think, because when we talked a little bit when we met over at PF Chang's or whatever.
Yeah.
We had thought, oh, 2000, what do we say? Like, yeah, we're like 2025, we can start easing into things or something like that. And then some of those offers started coming in or whatever. And we're like, well, it was like, this is a pretty good opportunity. And like, especially a show with the Starting Line. And those guys are, they're old friends too. So it's like every sort of piece of it, like the history, just that relational connection, the money, obviously, all those little different things all came together. It's like, man, It kind of makes
Yeah.
sense. You know?
It all made sense, and I think we were all at a point in our lives where we're like, you know what? I think it would actually be really fun to play again, and because I didn't play music for a long time. I think the last like show I played like with any band was in 2008, and didn't touch a guitar till like 2019. So it's like 11 years since I started playing guitar again, and started getting the itch, and here we are.
And how's it going? Was it like riding a bike? Did you get right back into it? You guys get into a rehearsal space? Saw a couple of cool videos on Instagram. Did all the homegrownness just start oozing out of you, and it was super easy, or did you guys have to do a lot of work?
I mean, it's pretty easy.
I mean, when you're this good, it doesn't really matter, you know.
The kings of pop.
When you're the kings,
right.
like, you know. But no, I mean, yeah, we were a little rusty. Like when with the initial couple songs, we're like, oh wow, okay, singing and playing guitar loud. But I think after like the first two practices, we're like, all right, we're back.
Yeah.
And we're
I think we're pretty close on the first one though. The first practice, it was loose.
Yeah, it was loose. It was loose.
You know, we thought, well, if we had to get up on stage, we could, but you know, it probably wouldn't be like a wow factor, but it'd be like, well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we did okay.
But after a couple practices, it's like, yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
So for that first show back, were there some go-to songs that you guys picked out first for a reason? Like, no, we definitely have to do these for our first show back, and or basically was it just any song was fair game?
I think we decided just to stick with the bangers, you know, like we knew what, you know, from the last time we played, and we just knew what songs people wanted to hear, and then looking at our Spotify and see what all the top songs were, and we're like, okay, we have to play these for sure. And then, you know, and granted, it was only a 40-minute set, so we didn't really have that many options to like select. You know, we literally stuck to what would hit hard.
Yeah, and like Steve, the show you came out to, we got to have a little more fun, and I think we played for like an hour and 25 minutes or something. So we got to get into some songs. I think we did a couple that, like Waiting on Me. I don't know if we ever played live before. Cannot Stop the World. We might have played live
once.
Yeah, once. Like those weren't songs that we'd normally do, but we wanted to bring something special. So a little more space to kind of get into some songs we hadn't really done before, which is cool.
I kind of felt like, and anybody who wants to, you know, check out the set list or anything, I'm not spoil anything, but I felt like this show was like a Taylor Swift, like Eras type of homegrown show, because there are blocks. You guys know you did that on purpose. Don't laugh. There's like blocks of it starts off strong, Kings of Pop. You guys go into like then there's a block of the older stuff. That's Business, Act Your Age. We kind of come back, boom, hit those bangers. You get your closer and your encore. I think you were going for the Eras vibe. I think that's what it was.
I mean, she's the queen of pop. We're the kings of pop, baby.
You guys are best friends, probably.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, I don't know, like our actual first headlining show was at the Glass House, and we actually brought back songs like all of our like punk ska songs. We didn't play any of that like for a long time. I think we stopped playing that in 2002. Like we just stuck to like our harder pop, punk, and rock songs, and just kind of like alienated out all our punk ska stuff. And then we decided, like, you know what, we got to give people what they want, and people like to skank, and we brought them back, and I'm kind of glad we did.
It was a fun part of the show because, you know, at least, you know, me personally, like I've listened to everything homegrown, but Kings of Pop is like that album that just like the entire thing just like lives in your head nonstop, and you know all the, like, you just, I don't know, that it's just an album that so many people love and adore. And then when you guys kind of go into that like old school like punk ska stuff, it's like, wow, this is fun. Like I almost kind of forgot like that's where you guys started. It's probably pretty cool, and you guys look like you're having a good time on stage. You know, it must be really fun to kind of get back, hometown show, headline show, play all these different stuff. It must have been fantastic.
Yeah.
No, it was.
And honestly, the ska stuff was so nostalgic and fun for us, and then made it that much more fun to see how is everyone going to receive this, right? this style, whatever. And everyone was like, it almost like it was like a little highlight moment in our sets each time we would do it. Brought it to different whatever venues, wherever we're playing. We put those songs in that we had, like John said in the past, distance ourselves from, and everyone loved it. And we're like, this is kind of fun. We were even joking, like, we're all, oh, maybe we should write another ska song for one of our new songs.
I think the world would certainly be open to it. And just a suggestion for you guys. Again, John, I'm not calling you out, but you mentioned during the show, you're kind of joking that, we're all so old. Listen, we're old too. I need a breather. So I was at a Matches show. The Matches don't play a whole bunch of shows, but I was there last year, and their guitarist is also some sort of like yoga teacher or something along those lines. He actually stopped the show and had the entire crowd like do stretching exercises. So just, stick that in your pocket if you want to like take a breather and have everybody kind of just work out a little bit.
I'll lead a Tai Chi class. How about that?
I've never taken one, but if I was at a homegrown show and you started leading that, I would follow.
Yeah. Careful what you ask for.
Yeah,
don't give
what
them
you
any
wish
more
for, man.
ideas.
So is the plan for you guys to, continue to do shows throughout the summer? Obviously, we know about later. I just talked about the Four Chord, but even before that, continue to play West Coast more specifically, or does it expand beyond that?
No, our plan is to expand. We want to hit up all the major markets. Definitely, like we, with our current like work life schedule and family and stuff, like we're not gonna be able to do long runs or long tours, but our plan is to do like a major market like once a month, possibly if we could, like a 3-day run, and try to head up multiple cities when we can. And in between, we're hopefully going to start recording and writing and putting out some singles here and there, and just to keep the interest in there. And I think that's the plan.
Dude,
I think
that's
you're not
awesome.
going to have. I don't think you're going to have much. There's not going to be a lack of interest. That's what I'm trying to say. It's just definitely going to be a buzz when you start putting out some new music. And so when you move it, I don't know if you guys know or can talk about it or not, but like when you go into these other markets, do you have bands that, you're obviously we talked about the Starting Line and you play with them, but are there other bands that you might be targeting to play with on bills if you guys are headlining or?
I mean, we have stuff in the works for sure.
I was gonna say, can we say some of the stuff, or I don't know where that's all at?
Not yet. We can't leak that out yet, but because nothing is confirmed. We definitely want to package our shows with like familiar bands that obviously we want to be cool with, like we're friends with, and has
draw.
And draw, of course, and makes sense to package. We want to make our show special, especially for headlining it. We don't want to just throw some random bands like we don't care about, So we're taking our time. We're not like jumping into everything like, oh, we got to play. It's like, no, let's plan it right. Make sure we hit the right markets. Don't oversaturate a certain market and burn everyone out. So.
Drive Through Records reunion invasion tour or something like that. You guys, I'm sure, have got a lot of buddies. That would be cool. No, not pressuring you to say anything, but I'm sure that you're going to put together something awesome.
Yeah, that would be cool, Steve.
Yeah, see, that's a great idea.
That is.
I will say shout out to our management DJ. He's helping us sort of navigate a lot of this sort of coming back stuff. We just played the Slam Dunk or whatever in the UK. He's helping sort of negotiate some of these, these shows and stuff. And, a lot of appreciation to him and John. Everyone's like working hard to sort of make it work and make the timing right on everything, because it's like John said, it's, we're doing like 3 shows, like trying to hit certain markets and do all that stuff. Well, you can imagine all of us working, doing everything we do. You're trying to book shows, and when you're booking shows, like you're having to book months out, you know what I mean? And then you're trying to hold a spot, and maybe you're second on the list waiting while you're trying to negotiate with, 4 different bands on potential things. It's like this, and it's like if something hits or whatever, it's like you got to move. Otherwise, I mean, literally we've lost venues in one day. Like, all right, let's have a day to think about. Okay, it's gone. Yeah. So it's like
it wasn't even a day. It was
like
literally
this.
like an hour. Literally an hour. We missed out on a slot. But
wow. And on top of the work stuff, I mean, John, you said you got a 5-year-old. Adam, you got a couple of teenagers, I think, right?
Yeah,
Two,
I got
three?
one. He just passed his driver's test, man. It's crazy.
Wait, that's so crazy, dude. Because all my friends' kids that are like that age or anywhere between 16 and 22, they don't want to
They don't want to
drive.
drive. I know that's I see that trend around me with other kids too. And my son's out on the e-bike every day. Like he's ready to grow up. He's
That's
kind of
awesome,
wild.
man.
What is
Yeah.
the reason why they don't want to drive? I don't know.
I don't know
Yeah.
either, man. I don't know. This new generation. I have no idea. You're
It's
talking. You're
like,
like,
yeah,
I'm
I don't
five
know.
years away
There's
from Social Security.
I'm okay with that. Like I'm okay with that as the father of two girls. Like
oh yeah, for
I'm
sure.
okay with that, and a son. But my oldest daughter, she didn't drive right away, and I'm like, okay, you can take your time. It's fine. I'll drive you around where you need to go, and just be around. But I see that too. I see that
Yeah.
there's some
How old are
Yeah.
your
delays.
daughters?
My oldest is 21 now,
Okay.
and my youngest is 13.
Okay. Is the 21-year-old driving yet, or is she still not driving?
Oh yeah. She's
Uh,
in college. She's got to drive. She actually it's a big help because she can help us pick up the 13-year-olds at their activities. So
oh,
There you go.
that's great.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
there you
Put them
go.
to work
Yep,
immediately.
that's
Yeah.
right.
I'm glad you
Payback.
guys brought up Slam Dunk because I wanted to ask you guys a little bit about that. So, it makes sense that when you kind of, reunite, you start doing shows, you're doing them in, Southern California, kind of the homegrown area. And I'm sure that you saw an awesome reaction. I've seen some of the videos, but talk about what it was like being over there in England and how the crowds were and what that whole experience was like.
It was it was surreal.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Like
Unbelievable.
like, have you guys seen Spinal Tap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when they got the band back together and they played their first show and was it Japan?
It's been a long time, but I'll take your word for it.
Well, anyways, the band was already going on a downturn, and they literally went to a foreign market, and they were bigger than ever, and that was our feeling from that. Like we didn't feel like we're going down over here in the U.S., but I didn't expect that kind of reaction or that turnout for our show. It was absolutely crazy.
How'd you
it's-
find it? It was two shows back to back, right? Saturday and
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah, and like John said, it was a pretty surreal experience. I mean, I don't know. The tent was massive. It was like a massive 3-spire tent, and the tent both times are just packed. People all on the outside. It's like just sea of people, and not only that, and especially on Kings of Pop songs, all just like everyone just singing out. Like honestly, I don't want to overhype it, but like I wouldn't even expected that from a hometown show. It was like a sing along. They were singing so loud. We're just like, what? We left for 19 years or whatever, and now to have this response and I forget what his name was. It might have been Ben John from the Slam Dunk, the one who put on.
Oh yeah,
put on the
Ben
event.
Ray. Yeah, Ben Ray. Yeah.
Yeah, Ben Ray, it's an awesome guy, and what an opportunity gave us to get on the show. But he said that like homegrown and stuff is kind of staple. He said they have like pop punk sort of like we do, sort of where you put up venues and you have nostalgia in bands or you do sing along type stuff. And he said our music is just like a mainstay. It's like it's a regular rotation. Like everyone's like, oh yeah, homegrown. Like he said, culturally, like throughout all the time we've been gone, we just sort of became like a sort of pop punk staple out there. We're like, what?
And you were
What
not
the-
cognizant of this at all.
No.
I had no idea, mate.
Wow.
Crikey,
That's
your
crazy.
English accent's a little off, mate.
That's good.
You put a little shrimp on the London
Fooled
Bobby.
me for a second. You fooled me for a second. That is cool though. That is cool.
It
Look, I
was-
mean-
It was pretty amazing. And honestly, seeing all of our like old friends like came to watch us. I mean, everyone is kind of supporting everyone in a way, but like connecting with Starting Line, Finch, the guys from Less Than Jake, Save Ferris, like
Zebrahead.
Aquabats.
Aquabats.
It was like everyone's hugging each other. We're giving like hugs, like how you been doing? How's the family? What have you been up to? Some bands have continually been touring, some, not so much, or like just catching up with what family life's like. It was really, really cool. Really
Yeah,
cool.
it's great. 21 years later, we're just like, wow, we're
I
all
think
here.
We made
Still
it.
doing the same stuff. We made
We're
it.
still doing it. Yeah.
I think, like you said, there's a ton of nostalgia, but there's also, it's the album, and you guys obviously had a huge impact on a lot of people with the music that you did have out then, and they haven't been able to see you guys for that long. That's a big deal. But then also, I think that, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I think that there definitely has been a resurgence with a younger crowd with this type of music, and more people are getting interested in it that maybe weren't 10 years ago. I don't know. I see a lot more people that are into punk and pop punk music nowadays that are younger than me for sure.
Yeah.
Just going to these concerts. It's not all 40-year-old guys. It's
Yeah.
definitely some younger crowd out there, which is awesome to see. So
Yeah. It's true. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, well,
We're-
you had the reunification of Blink-182. That definitely, I'm sure, created a lot of pop punk buzz, and then you have the hardcore kids that listen to Turnstile too. That's like all into that, and it's really cool. The whole scene's like changing. It's great.
And they brought them together because Turnstile opened for Blink. It was either last year or the year before. So they're trying to, mix and match the genres. I
Yeah.
wanted to ask you guys. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
What's the inside joke here where you guys keep ripping on Darren and him posting on social media or not posting on social media?
Oh, you mean
Oh,
Dan?
you mean Dan.
Sorry, I thought it was Darren.
So, Dan lives his life. He works hard. He has fun. He's just a good, easygoing, hilariously funny guy, and he doesn't really think much about like social media stuff. I don't think he had posted really anything serious in literally a decade.
Mm-hmm.
So it became the joke out there, like, we're getting more involved with Homegrown. We're trying to be a little bit more active, let people know we're around, sort of, network, kind of just tag, just be present. And because, we're a little older, it's not like John's a little better at it, a little more savvy, I think, than the rest of us, but just staying active. Well, Dan's just, he's not in that space at all. And so, like, we're like, come on, bro, you got to stay relevant. Like, the whole time we're just, like, pushing him while we're over at Slam Dunk. All right, you got to do this. And we're trying to get him to do really ridiculous things, and then as soon as he would post something, like we get him all hyped on it, we'd immediately start clowning him like, oh, bro, that was embarrassing. Like, why'd you do that? We're like texting him throughout the day or having other people DM him like, wow, after 10 years, that's what you came up with. And that was the running joke or whatever. And then John, tell him the joke he pulled on us, then what he did without even trying.
What do you do?
The post he put. The epic post.
With no caption.
Yes.
Yeah, he posted an epic post with no caption. We're like, cool, Dan, no caption.
Yeah. Yeah, we finally were like trying to get him going. We're clowning him, and then he gets one of the coolest pictures, all of us, and like a bunch of the drive-through band, like starting all of them. We're just like, man, what a cool moment. We're all hanging out. The picture gets captured. We're, probably inside we're thinking this is gonna be so fun to put up and whatever. And then Dan immediately gets the picture and he just goes, up. No caption, no tags. We're just like, bro.
Just a picture. Okay.
Just a picture.
Just a picture.
No context, just a picture. Like,
well, at least you pressured
cool.
him to post something. At least you
Yeah.
guys were somewhat successful in that matter.
Hey, baby steps. Like, hey.
Yeah.
We're not trying to get him to do like his whole TikTok thing.
Yeah, TikTok.
We're not trying to do any TikTok videos or anything like that. We're just like, hey, dude, you're part of this band. You gotta be relevant and stay engaged to the fans because I'm sure you have a fan base too. Like, but it's like baby steps, tiny ones.
Yeah.
Congratulations
We'll get there.
for getting them in the right direction.
Yeah, work in progress.
So we want to talk a little bit about Four Chord Music Festival. I want to know, like, just to kind of kick off this conversation, like, how did you guys find out about this? How did you make the connection?
So Rishi reached out to me, I think probably in, I can't remember. I gotta look at my emails, but he wrote me, I think maybe in November or December, and was like, hey, I'm doing Four Chord. Are you guys interested? And, we're like, okay, yeah, that sounds great. And then that's when we signed up with our manager, DJ. I said, hey, Four Chord wants us to play out there. Can you make this happen? and then they threw in like somehow he was able to get like he asked for like who was actually headlining, and it was a secret at the time. They didn't announce for a long time, and they told us Blink-182 is playing, and we'll be on the same day. And we're like, we're on it. We can't say none of that.
Yeah.
So that was exciting. Yeah.
Rishi specifically called out during our episode with him that he like targeted Homegrown as a band that he loved. He loves Kings of Pop and he loves you guys so much that he was like, I need to get them. I love them. So if you guys see him there, say hello, because he would love to chat with you guys. He is so excited, and he was insanely jealous when I told him that I was at that show in Southern California.
Oh,
man,
nice.
We're honored. We're just honored, man, humbled that people. Yeah, the reception's been so great. Like that, they would ask. They'd ask, be on festivals like this. Like it's crazy, man. It's like so.
Yeah, it's
shout out. Thank you,
man.
Richie. You're the man, Richie. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
And let me just say that you guys, I just want you to be prepared for anything, because Chris and I are trying to manifest into this world that there's going to be no issues at Four Chord Music Festival, but there have been some tornado. Chris, you're shaking your head like I'm not allowed to talk about.
Don't even talk about bad stuff. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
Just want to make sure the boys are prepared for anything.
No, they're fine. No worries.
Hey, we've been on this earth for half a decade. We're prepared for anything.
Absolutely.
Or half a millennium. Sorry, not a decade.
Half a decade. I think your daughter's been around for half a decade.
I know. Jeez.
It's gonna be really cool because the lineup is for that day, but both days is awesome front to back. I'll be there both days to see all the bands. But I'll tell you what, the day that you guys are going to be there, obviously that's going to be the focal day for a lot of reasons. Maybe not for everybody, but for a lot of fans. And what's really cool too is that over the years, there have been different drive-through bands that have been a part of this festival, and it seems like they bring a new one every year, and so you guys are going to be one of those this year. And I just think there's going to be so many people out there to see you guys play on the East Coast. When's the last time you played the East Coast?
2004.
Ooh, okay.
Wow.
2004. Wow.
Yeah, that was the last tour we ever went on, was in 2004.
I think I saw you guys that year in State College, Pennsylvania.
At the Crowbar.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Crowbar. Yeah.
That was a sick spot. So it's been 21 years. The East Coast will welcome you back. I know Blink-182 is the biggest band in the world. You guys had, beginnings playing with them so long ago. Are you guys excited to, share the stage? I don't know if they're like accessible that you can like shake their hands and catch up or anything like that, but it's got to be cool to be on that bill with them at the top of it.
Yeah, we're very happy that they're willing to open up for us for that festival.
Yeah,
they should. They should.
Yeah.
No, we hope that then they'll be accessible, because the last time we played with them at the Paso Robles State Fair, and that was in front of like 10,000 people. But like we hadn't seen them in years. Like I think the last tour we did with them was like the Pepsi tour we did with them in like 1999 or 1998.
Yeah.
So that was like 6 years went by. We haven't seen them in quite a while, and they actually went to our dressing room and was hanging out with us. It was actually pretty awesome. So
yeah, I think we had some really good old like early memories with them, even some of their family, family and friends and stuff like that. There's some of their friends who still, I know, John, you're kind of in touch with and stuff too. And
yeah.
And so there's still some good connections there, but you're right. I mean, it'd be great to see them. Hopefully we get a chance to say hi. They are kind of at a point in their career, right, where there's a lot going on. So, just to play with them is fun. If we get to, see them and sort of catch up and connect a little bit, maybe just go down memory lane, that'd be fun too. But I feel like that's just, I don't expect it, but if it happens, it'll be nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there anybody else on this bill that you're super excited to like see their set?
I've been really into Hot Mulligan for the past like 3 months. When I saw him on the bill, and I'm like, Hot Mulligan. Huh?
Remember?
I'm so out of touch with like music these days. So I listen to nothing but Kids Bop. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of pop songs in my car.
I don't know, man. You listen to stuff like in the car. I'm like, bands I've never even heard of.
Oh yeah, I'm still big into the whole indie stuff, but like as far as
Yeah, like
like pop
indie
punk,
pop stuff.
yeah, as far as like the whole pop punk, like
Oh yeah, yeah,
emo
yeah.
scene, yeah, I'm pretty out of touch. Even though I did see Brand New last night, and they completely blew my mind.
Wow.
Really?
How was
Oh,
that?
yeah. A friend of mine said he saw you there. A friend of mine went there.
Oh really?
Yeah, a guy named Derek. He went to go see his friend had a free ticket for him. He's like, I don't know if I want to go. I'm like, dude, it's brand new. Like, there's so much hype. You got to go to the show. He's like, all right, I'll go. I'm glad he did. He
Yeah,
said
it was
he
good.
said they did fantastic.
Did
Yeah,
they?
it was good.
I saw during some of their first couple of shows this year, they like totally shied away from anything your favorite weapon, and everything was much later. Is that kind of the same vibe that they're going for? Most of the latter stuff.
Yeah, they played a lot of songs from whatever the Devil and God album, but they did play mixtape from Your Favorite Weapon,
Oh, nice.
which was my favorite, whatever that first album's called. But they played that, and they didn't play it the first night in LA, but they played on the second night. And I had a lot of friends text me like, "I heard they played mixtape last night." I'm like, what song is that?"
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah, I
honest,
heard
like
they played different sets. I heard they played different sets both nights, is what I heard.
yeah, they it was good. It was a really good. They played for 2 hours and 15 minutes. So I'm like, dude, how do you guys do that? Like, I'm dying
Oh,
on stage after 30 minutes.
That's crazy. Did
dude, I've had to retrain. I mean, John knows. Like when we were first starting, I'm like, man, I don't know if I can do shows back to back because I've been still singing a lot and all that, but it's like it's a different register. Homegrown's pretty high. That having to like learn to go for a long stint of singing high range with a little vocal distortion in it, it's like having to relearn that skill. Like even Steve at the show you're at, by the time I was, getting to the end, like we did that little acoustic song or whatever, I'm getting to the end of that acoustic song. I'm like, dude, we're like an hour 15 deep. I'm like, I'm about fried.
Well, the
These
nice
40
thing.
minutes, like when we don't headline, it's like 40 minutes, like sweet spot. But I'm having to get back in the groove.
Well,
So
that's
what's
the
the
nice
trick
thing about
then?
dual vocalists. You guys can, take quick breaks. Sorry, Chris.
Right.
And we do. We're a little bit strategic with that, trying to.
That was kind of what I was saying. Is what's the trick then? Is what just obviously you have the dual vocalist, but maybe is it also taking your time in between songs, or having some conversations with the crowd? Does that help with kind of recouping in between, or doesn't that do anything? It doesn't matter.
No, it helps.
Okay.
It definitely helps. Like
It helps.
the in between song banter, like we don't plan it, we just do it. Like okay, I'm tired. Adam, talk. Or
Well,
Adam,
honestly,
I just twisted my
that's
ankle.
one of
Hold
the
on for a
funnest
second.
things. I love. It's the thing you can't plan for. That just you have to be in the moment and experience the moment.
Yeah.
That's what I love, and it's kind of the fun danger of like the homegrown shows. You don't know what we're gonna get into. We don't even know what we're gonna get into, and I kind of like that. I think it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, especially that last Observatory show, like it was our own show, and we literally. I remember Adam just like looking at me and going, "I'm having fun, John." I'm like, "Yeah, you're running around on stage like a madman doing 360 jumps and punk rock jumps."
You did one. You did a
I
360
did one.
jump and threw out your
I
back.
was like,
I guess
Oh.
you may already have this out there, but I'll just ask in case anybody that's listening has the same question that I do. But are you guys going to have some new merch at any of these shows, or do you already have some new merch out there?
What do we?
we haven't planned it yet. I mean, it's like
we
what,
haven't
3
planned what
months
we're shipping
away.
out.
But
Okay.
yeah, well, I'm sure we'll come up with something. I know we're having our website redesigned right now with all our current merch, and we're always going to try to come up with new designs. It's just to keep it fresh for all the fans and just to keep it going.
That's good.
Hey, by the way, if I can do just a shout out for that, like shameless plug, go to homegrownsucks.com, and I'm just looking at it right now, and it has all like the latest shirts. We got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 designs, and for most of them, once they're gone, they're gone. And I'm not just saying that to hype sales. Like we are kind of going to different, like we transition to different designs, keep it fresh. So once these are gone, I'd say probably 90% of them are gone. So
We'll probably do like a not slam dunk. Four Chord Festival like exclusive show shirt also probably something.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about it yet, like finalize anything yet, but we're probably going to make it special for that for sure.
Yeah. So I'll buy one of those. I have too many t-shirts and I keep buying them and I have to have them. So I will definitely grab that. But
Awesome.
cool to hear. That's why I asked. That was a more selfish question than anything to know.
No, it's good. It's good. Yeah. Plug the merch.
And then you got to hit me with the limited time stuff. It's first of all, it's unique because there's not a ton of it out there and it's going away. See, you just know exactly what's going to get me, but I love that stuff. I love that stuff.
Hey, just like our first album, that's business.
That's
business, baby.
Business.
Hey, you know what? It's like this is investment, Chris. Like, why not just go on there, buy 10 hoodies, right? Buy 10 of each shirt. Keep 2 for yourself. One you wear daily. When it gets bad, you have a freshie. You're holding on to those rest ones to double your money, in like a year from now on eBay.
Well, or just keep one kind of in the plastic, right? Keep one in the plastic.
Yeah.
And then just so it doesn't get messed up. And the other one I can wear wherever I want to wear it, right?
Yeah.
So
it's going to be a whole new economy of homegrown merchandise that Chris is the juggernaut behind. He's going to be raking in the dough in a year or two.
He opens up his own site, Homegrown Really Sucks, and he's selling all his merch.
Homegrown sucks so much they stopped selling this shirt.
There you go.
That's hilarious.
So you guys, I was going to ask you about, if there are plans to, do a little bit more touring or potentially record new music. We got, we mentioned Blink. Yellow Card is putting out a new album this fall. Starting Line announced like the other day that they got their first album in a million years. So, if it's not determined, that's okay. But some new music is you guys are going to work on something and put out some singles. Is that the plan?
It's in the works. Adam's always cooking up something new in the studio. So I have songs cooking up in my studio in my brain. And
well, I've got some of your stuff. I got some of your stuff here.
Yeah,
just
Adam's
to
got
get
his
you
stuff
over here.
I know, man. I'm free every day after 7:30 after Riley goes to sleep. I'm good.
Let's get together and get the. Sorry, we're having a business call now. I want to get your vocals on the yesterday song. Do next week.
You tell me anytime after 7:00. I'm good.
Okay.
Do you guys have again, just having read that Mark Hoppus book, it seemed like when Mark and Tom would like each go and write songs, it was kind of like a friendly competition and who could come with the best idea. Do you guys write in a similar fashion? Is it collaborative? Is it kind of separate and then it comes together? And obviously it might be different 25 years ago than now, but I'm always been fascinated with bands that have dual vocalists.
Yeah, no, Adam and I are pretty much the same formula as Blink. We, songs that I sing, I wrote, song that he sings, he writes, and then we do bring it into this, the studio or to the practice room, and we'll jam it out. And Dan will come with some parts, I'll come with some parts, and we'll just add it on there. Just there's nothing wrong with layering. We love layering guitars. That's like
vocals
like that's
the fun.
That's a fun for sure. And then, maybe we should throw in some keys here. Oh, that sounds cool. How about a little bit of tambourine, and hand claps?
Cowbell?
Yeah, a little cowbell. Yeah, I think like generally speaking, that's like John said, we'll each bring, there's pretty strong like bones to it or whatever, but melody and maybe kind of an arrangement and some of the things and maybe some little hooks or whatever. But when we kind of come together and some of the magic in the studio, that little extra ear candy or that, special little add-on idea or a, call and answer vocal, whatever that type of stuff can happen. I feel like even on all our old stuff too, John, it's like something happens when we just kind of get in the studio and leave space for just a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I have to like for all that, like when I go back and I was learning all that, like do all of the homegrown bass stuff or whatever. I was like, what is that? I didn't even know what I played because half the time it was just, you jam the song out, you kind of get it right, and then when it goes to hit record and play, it's not like this is the fill that goes into the chorus. It's just you're playing and no, that's cool. You just keep going, So
yeah.
I was like, I did that. I was like, okay, that's the fun of and being in the studio, things are just happening, you know?
Yeah, all the magic comes in the studio for sure.
Yeah.
Here's a ridiculous question. Here's a ridiculous question. Have you ever swapped roles like Adam live? Have you ever sung a John song or vice versa?
I don't think we have. Have we?
No, maybe I don't know if you sang any when I was gone like 20 years ago or something.
No,
But,
we
but
didn't.
other
We
than
didn't
that, I
play.
don't think we did.
There
Yeah,
was
no,
one
we didn't
song
play.
you guys swapped instruments on. I think it might have been Surfer Girl.
Yeah, Surfer Girl. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't play bass and sing.
yeah.
So basically, we were telling us if we want to hear that, we just have to ask AI to do it for us, and then they'll just swap your voices and see what that probably sounds terrible.
It probably can.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Even in the past, when like I know we would get sick on tour, and I remember when I was sick, like I could have been sick. I completely lost my voice. I'm not even sure what we did. Maybe it's just more of your
I was
songs.
sick in Hawaii. Did you sing some of my songs in Hawaii? Remember when I was sick that a long time ago?
Oh, that's why you were not playing that show. Okay,
I was
there's a
so
video.
sick I couldn't even move. I was like,
There's a video.
I had no voice. My voice. I lost my voice. I was toast.
There's a video of us, well, minus you, and literally it's like a whole show of me, our old guitar player Ian and Bob playing. And it was like I was playing bass
Bass. Yeah.
and singing all the songs that I sang. It was,
Yeah.
and people were like, "What happened to Adam?" I'm like, "I'm not sure. I mean, maybe he forgot we had a show, or he just the surf is good and he just forgot about it. I have no idea."
Not
I was looking for my Surfer Girl, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I literally could not figure out why I was playing that show of myself and I was like playing Alternative Girl on bass and singing. It was crazy.
Oh, dang. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to
I'll
watch
find
that.
the video.
I'm gonna have
I'll
to
find the
watch
video.
that.
I'll send
I've
it
seen
to
it
you
on
guys.
YouTube. I've seen it. I'll have to watch it again.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
very cool.
Here. You ready? Some vocals.
Yesterday is gone forever. I can't look back. It's now or never. Never's not an option I can't take.
There you go.
Thank you.
Oh, all
Working.
right.
I need John's vocals in there though, but
Yeah, we'll get y'all. Yeah. I'll get in there. You let me know when. I'm available. Just not
Yeah.
in the mornings, on the weekends because I surf, but I'm always free after that.
Still surfing.
I do. I try to surf as much as I can. I mean,
You
ever
never
since a
quit.
child, I never quit.
never
And
quit.
then it's like my outlet, like it's just like the band for me is like my outlet, just from everyday life. Just get to go and just jam and forget about everything, get to surf and forget about everything and come back and feel a lot better,
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we generally don't end the show until we do our ranking it segment, and we could do this in like 3,000 different ways. I was thinking like maybe a good ranking it would be for you guys to give me some of your favorite, like top 3 favorite openers that you've done or that you obviously want to do on this next run. The run's happening now.
Top openers?
Openers, homegrown openers.
Oh, like bands we want to play with us? talking
I was
about
thinking,
opening
I
songs?
was thinking more opening songs, but
Oh, okay.
that's interesting too. Now let's go with songs. Let's go
Okay.
with songs.
Honestly, this last run we just did, like the last 3 shows, came up with the idea of like, getting all experimental for Tomorrow. Tomorrow's always been a good one because it is the first song off our last album,
Yeah.
What else did we start with? I can't remember.
We did the Glass House. We started with Nowhere Slow.
Nowhere Slow.
Kind of sort of throw people off a little bit.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
No, it's fun. I don't know. The more. I don't know.
When was the first time that you guys did Barbie Girl? Was that one like from like way long back in the day, or is that something that you just started doing now? I couldn't remember.
That was in 1999.
It was that long ago. Holy shit.
Yes. That EP came out in 1999, and our drummer, Bob, just recently recovered from a brain tumor surgery, and then we were able to get him in the studio and record that EP.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, 1999.
And everything is cyclical. The Barbie movie comes out, and it's a great one to play, and now relevant again.
Hey,
I know.
we've always been ahead of our time, Steve.
It's true. It really is. You and Aqua.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I was what was I gonna say? Oh man. Maybe I'll think of it later. I'll think of it. Oh, I was gonna say, just the more we kind of play together and stuff too, it's allowing us to sort of have some fun with, like John said, like tomorrow, like coming up with intros, finding fun ways to like, make the songs, a little more unique or, change something up. So there's just those little unexpected moments, but still kind of stays true to the song because we're in that nostalgic. People want to hear the music that they grew up on, a lot of them, but we want to kind of have a little bit of blend of, pressing things, making them special live, but still, staying true to the song. So
yeah.
more and more of that'll come out as we keep jamming together,
Well, we certainly look forward to more and more announcements, whatever they may be. The one thing on the schedule right now is in September, Homegrown is going to be at Four Chord Music Festival on September 13th in Pittsburgh or right outside of Pittsburgh. So if you don't have your ticket, maybe this episode will push you over the edge. Come see Homegrown. It is fucking worth it. They completely. My 10-year-old would, if I said slay, she would laugh at me and tell me I'm horrible. But yeah, it's
It'd be
fantastic.
cringe, they say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, what's it called? Fringe?
Cringe. Yeah, but
That's
even that breaks the rules now. When you say cringe, that makes you extra cringe even for using the word. I don't know. The rules change every day.
It might be sus. I don't know.
A little sussy.
Pretty
sus.
I'm pretty terrible.
Mid for sure.
Pretty terrible at this slang for the.
It'll be pretty Ohio if we did that in Pittsburgh.
Oh, there it is. Took a while.
We were waiting for some good dad jokes.
You're a true statesman, John.
Right back at him. Adam.
I know.
There we are.
There it is.
Adam,
there it is.
John, this was fantastic. Tell people where, your handles and your things. You said the website. Say it again. Tell people where to follow you and do the things and buy the merch and stuff.
Well, you follow us at Homegrown Kings of Pop on Instagram. Our website is homegrownsucks.com. Adam is at Adam Lorbach, right, Adam?
Yep.
And I am at J Trash, short for Johnny Trash. And we'll be posting up new updates soon. We're just finalizing a lot of stuff, and we have a lot of cool updates coming up because it's not just merch that we're coming up with. So
awesome.
And music.
We'll leave it there.
Leave it at that. Okay. Okay. Well, more to come though. And hey, it was super awesome talking to you guys today. Really, really cool to hear about, all of the stuff on the horizon and all of the activity right now. Hopefully you guys out there enjoyed this episode talking to the guys from Homegrown, and hopefully you're enjoying our Road to Four Chord Music Festival. We have more to come here, more stuff. I'm not going to spoil it, but what I will ask you guys to do is go to Apple Podcasts, go to Spotify, give us a written review. Let us know what you thought about the show. Give us a 5-star review if you really like the show. Let us know. Makes me feel good when you do that. And also go check out our hsnepod.com hub that will link you to our shop where we have a bunch of different cool branded swag that you can buy, like hats or mugs.
That's right. And if we discontinue them, Chris will stock up on them and sell them to you at a later date for lots of profit. We're on the socials at HSNEPod. We're a nice Discord channel, patreon.com/HSNEPod. Thank you to our patrons, Sam, Nick, Jeff, Punkishdad, Ashley, Tom, and Jason. The road to Four Chord Music Festival continues next week. Until then, keep on rocking your dad bods, throw up your rock hands, and blast the pop punk.
Dragon Wagon.